Hello and welcome to the Dragon and Bear Show, officially now at its new home.
Oh my god, no. No wonder it's a bit dark in here. It's a bit of a cave.
Hilarious, Alex, hilarious. Obviously we sort of brought it here with the last two
Yeah.
Dragon and Bear Show videos, but obviously they were ranking Pokemon movies. And I wonder what we're looking at today that's been recently released. That's right, it's fucking Tarzan. I mean, Pokemon, the movie, The Secrets of the Jungle.
Yes. Tarzan.
It's basically Tarzan. Anyway, yeah, so obviously we had looked at Pokemon the movie, The Secrets of the Jungle, the third movie in the reboot timeline.
Yep.
Which has been recently released on Netflix as a Netflix original.
Wow.
I'm assuming from now on they're probably going to be released as Netflix original. I was going to get straight into this. I actually really love this film. It was such a beautiful movie. Obviously, you know my opinions towards the reboot timeline. I wasn't a massive fan of the first one because it basically just rehashed the first series and then just replaced like key characters with new characters. But obviously, I really enjoyed the follow-up one because it was kind of on its own. It had the Lugia aspect, but it was all on its own. This obviously has a couple of aspects from other movies, but
like the Celebi Forever one
and Pokemon Movie 3.
Yes,
the father dynamic. But I will say with this, this does it 1 million times better than that.
Oh heck yes!
But yeah, this for me is probably the best of these three movies. I just think it's so heartwarming. The story is just so great. It melts my heart, and I don't have a heart.
No,
it
just got swinging brick.
This film, it's
just
wow.
Great.
I mean, once again, the animation just looks incredible.
So nice.
It's really nice.
So nice and fluid.
There's that weird texture as well on the tree parts of it. If you notice towards the end, which I was kind of digging. I was like, what's going on here? The animation slightly changed, but it's all like weird, but it's working so well.
It's so great. I love it.
I think the music's really beautiful as well in this.
Yes, we're like on the same point at the moment.
I feel like this is like the best the music's been in any Pokemon.
And like they're not afraid to put the music in either, are they? Because they've done it multiple times in this movie. Like they started with the power of the Zarude.
Oh, I love that Zarude song. I mean, there's like how many montages are in this? Like,
I think it's only about 2, 3.
3, which is more than usual. Obviously, you got this
one. The word I was after yesterday. I was after the word montage, but I was just like, I can't think of the thing. Great cinematic.
A collection of images. That sounds right.
I was like, it's a great cinematic.
I mean, it's so good. Obviously, as I say, you have that really like a Zarude song at the start, which is really nice. Gets you getting into it. Like, got a nice little beat and gets you into it. Then it obviously gives you the obviously the father and son growing up dynamic, which is really nice. Yeah, it was very comedic at times, which is hilarious.
Also, Scovit, MVP.
I think the one was the better one. The fucking the pelican motherfucker.
The Cramorant.
Yeah, that's the one.
His second MVP. And Team Rocket had much more of a impact on this film.
Yeah, like I mean, they didn't have like a massive amount as usual, but I mean, they had more than they usually do. And I mean, they had like more to play within the plot, as in like, especially the ending. They had a lot more to play within that, which is nice. As I say, they usually skipped over a little joke here and there, but I mean, it worked well in this.
Yeah, definitely.
This film has got some really good comedy in.
Oh yeah,
like I mean, the first half is very first half is very comedic more than anything, and then it goes more serious the back end.
Oh, definitely,
which works. I know what you're on about. You're on about the dark twist at the end.
Yeah, it's interesting to see, and plus Ash's way of getting it to Coco, I think it's quite sweet because he doesn't just go ha 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 or like
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
He kind of like makes it sound a lot nicer and more understanding, like what you would do to a small child, because that's basically what Coco is a small child to the human side of himself.
Thing is, I feel like up until obviously that twist, so obviously when you meet the character that obviously eventually becomes the villain, obviously you can know straight away, oh, this is going to be the bad guy in the end.
Oh, definitely. His name just screams I'm a villain.
I feel like up to that twist, though, he's kind of a bland character. Like, he's not the best bad guy. I mean, even his motive in the end is just like, oh, I just wanted to basically people to know that I'm correct. It's a bit of a shit motive.
And I think this one is the worst villain as well.
He basically reminds me of the Pokemon 2000 villain. Like, he's very villainous with like what he's trying to do. Obviously, in this, the twist of it.
The villain I compared him to was the one from the Zoroark movie.
Well, they're kind of basically the same sort of aspect. Like, they've all got dark intentions. Obviously, this one, well, he's kind of got the darkest of intention from his past.
What he does.
Like, that's never really been seen in Pokemon before, which is really good.
And they actually showed it. Like,
yes, they did, which was so good.
I was just like, what the fuck, Pokemon?
Other than that, I'm not a big fan of the villain. I feel like he's kind of what lets his film down a bit.
I guess, but at the same time, it kind of does. Like, it kind of works because it's not about the villain.
Yeah, it's more
about Coco discovering himself.
Yeah. Because, Coco is probably my favourite now of the new movie ones. Because obviously, we had how many companions we had so far from these new movies? We had 2 in the first one.
Yeah, and then we had the family, the woman, the other woman.
And we had a couple in the second one.
At least 5.
Yeah, something like that. But we've never got one that's stuck, and we're still not going to get one now.
Yeah.
No. But out of all of them, because if you look at those ones, a lot of them are kind of like remixes of actual classic characters from Pokemon universe. Like
you had Misty and Brock in the first one, basically.
Like May, Dawn, multiple different friggin' ones in that one. But this one, Coco, he doesn't really scream anyone to me. Like, you don't look at him and go, oh, he reminds me of this character. He doesn't remind me of any character. I'd say, he's like a reverse Meowth, basically. But he doesn't remind me of anyone, which is why I think he works so well. And he's such a great character for this movie. And he's what drives this movie forward.
I like how, as well, that they actually made Coco the front and centre of the film.
Yeah, rather than Ash.
Made Ash the side character instead.
Yeah. Which is what you want to see sometimes.
To be honest, I would kind of like to see a Coco spin-off. With just Coco on his journey.
I kind of wanted to personally see him obviously go off, obviously maybe go into the other movies with Ash. At least then we'd have
definitely
our constant companion. Like, he could have been our constant movie companion. But obviously Pokemon seems to be going the route of, let's just bring a new character in every time. Yeah,
I mean,
let's not get you to, just don't get too attached to characters in one movie because they're not coming back ever again. Oh, I'm really attached to this character. Sorry about that.
I love that part though, where they just spoke Pokemon.
Yeah, I love that spin because my aspect of kind of getting annoyed of just having the talking Pokemon over and over again.
Telepathy, though.
No,
just literally,
they actually
was brought up.
They obviously did the spin. Obviously, the whole aspect of
when
they're actually speaking to everyone else around them, it's just Pokemon talk. But for us as an audience, it's in English. So I actually like that more than I say like a telepathy angle.
It's in your chosen language.
Yeah, it's better than doing telepathy. It's better than just having a more like being telepathic. It's a lot more realistic, basically. I felt like with this as well, the end battle was just so incredible to watch.
I loved it. I really did love it.
Like it's the build up of it. It's like it starts off very like slow. It's obviously it's still hard hitting, but it's not big, and then it goes Avengers Endgame level big.
Yeah, because then you get to the part where Zarude comes back in, like the Dada Zarude.
Yeah, and then it just goes all out war, basically.
Then you get the Zarude song again, and you're like,
stamping his foot. Yeah. It just goes for it. It just doesn't hold anything back. Even at one point, let's point too much. It does take you away from the battle just to give you like a heartwarming, sad moment. Before then going straight back in the battle. Go for it.
I love that everyone joined in.
Yeah,
they had every single one that was like mentioned.
Yeah, everything you'd seen so far is just
Pikachu.
Everything.
You got the Ninjask flying Pikachu.
You have everything. He just throws everything but the kitchen sink at it.
Yeah, I think the one thing that they could have done is actually showed a flashback of Ash and his dad. because Ash mentions his dad in this film, and it's a shame that we didn't get to see him.
Come on, we'd all know what the flashback would be. Just being him and Mr. Mind sitting on the porch together with their arms around each other. We all know that's the flashback.
Or Professor Oak.
Or Professor Oak, yes. Yeah. Maybe both of them. Maybe they're both his dad. I think as well, I like with this as well, obviously, there's just like the last movie, the Lugia, there is this sort of little subtle celebrity plot line.
Yeah.
But they don't actually, if you look at the last movie, the Lugia part plays a massive aspect in the final act. Whereas
this one just said
it's just a cameo, basically, in this movie, without spoiling too much, and it works for me. It's obviously making reference to Pokemon Forever that did Celebi, and that one with used on it, wasn't it? The Zoroark one. Obviously, they both used Celebi before as sort of major parts in the movie, whereas this is just like references and like a little cameo, and it works because this movie doesn't need to be about Celebi. It's about Zarude and Coco. Zarude. Because Zarude is probably one of my favourite ones that they've added in these movies.
Yeah,
like the full focus. I mean, is probably one of the best ones you get. Just because, as you say, there's multiple different ones with all different personalities. And obviously, so you got the Dada one, who's basically just trying to save his son.
And they've all got different, like, slightly different designs as well.
Yeah. You got the old man one. Great. You got the one that looks a bit rabid, the one does.
The one that's covered in vines.
Yeah, they've all got different, like, vines all over them, which is quite cool. But I will say that the ending is so beautiful. From start to finish,
it was great.
I was completely into this film. It was so good. You want to give it a rating at all? Shall we give it ratings?
I think so. And we can also like say where it is on our list as well.
I've added it into my list already.
I haven't added it onto my list, but I think it's easy. It's definitely,
it's high for me.
Oh, definitely.
But anyway, I think for this one's for me is going to join my top tier club, and it's going to be given a 4.5 out of 5. No, Pokemon movie for me gets 5, but this is definitely a high one for me.
Whereas for me, I give Pokemon movies 5 out of 5s, and this one I think deserves it. Definitely a 5 out of 5 with animation, the animation quality, the animation style, and the music. It's just a well blend of perfectness for me. It just goes in. Great storytelling as well.
Yeah.
And they wasn't afraid to knock Ash down a peg and put him as a side character.
Okay, so on my ranking, obviously, it's definitely high. I've only given it's my fourth film. I've given a 4.5 for.
Yeah.
First one from the new movies.
Oh, turned you down.
I feel like just for nostalgia reasons, I've got to keep 2 above this. Just because I grew up with the 2 that are in first and second currently. So that for nostalgic reasons, they have to stay where they are. But if they weren't as nostalgic, this would definitely be like number 1. But since it's nostalgia exists, and member berries and all, Secrets of the Jungle for me is gonna have to go in 3rd place, which is obviously knocking my Volcanion one down to 4th, and then so on and so forth. So it goes top 3 basically for me, but nostalgia keeps it from any higher.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Well, going in the current fashion of how my listing is, I think it's nice to say that Coco is just before the very first spot. So it pushes the second, like the Power of Us, I think it is, to second, and puts Coco in first on the S tier.
Yeah. You had the Power of Us, and then it was
I Choose You.
Yeah, So basically, you're doing it, so it's now gone 3, 2, 1.
Yeah.
Every new movie replaces the last one. Basically, you're doing.
Yeah, that's what it seems to be doing. Who knows? The next one could be Pokemon 3, the movie.
Oh God, no one wants that. So yeah, if you liked our review, like, subscribe, check Alex out on Twitch. He does more.
I have my moments.
Yeah, he has his moments when he decides to actually upload to YouTube, but he does Twitch more.
Yeah.
Check him out, and we'll see you whenever we see you next.
Yeah. Bye.
Bye. Yes, bye.